Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Cause my niggas, I stay bulletproof. Wait, hold on, tell me what got into you. I search around the room like where you? Friend don't step to me, I'm like who you? And you can say what you wanna say, but I stay on this shit that's every day.
What's up, y'all? Hey! I don't know why I'm so excited. But welcome to episode 11 of Making Sense of Nothing. It's your girl Q.
This and that. There you go. That and that, y'all. 11. And this is your boy Miller, aka Miller the One.
You excited too? See, like, it ain't just me.
Somewhat.
Okay.
We made it past 10. We still here.
Alright, but thanks again for joining us today. On today's episode, we're going to talk about people being a product of their environment. Like whether you agree that that's a thing, if that's an excuse, or whatever it may be. We're going to discuss that. And we're also going to discuss interracial dating, which is a topic I'm kind of passionate about. So we're going to talk about that too.
Yeah,
So
I think she's passionate about it, y'all.
I'm passionate about a lot of things I talk about.
I'm not passionate about it, but it's an interesting topic, so
It is. It's very. That's why I'm passionate about it, because it is interesting, and people are like opinions are so far on, and regard to the spectrum where they fall when they, agree or disagree with it. So it's just an interesting topic. So.
That's a very interesting topic. Before we get started, I'd like to say to everybody out there who supporting us, thank y'all for continuing to support us.
Yes.
Everybody who's listening on our podcast, thank you for listening. Everybody that's viewing us on YouTube, thank you for viewing. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Keep it up. We still on that, trying to make it to 50, so tell a friend, y'all.
Yeah.
Just tell a friend. Let's make that 50 goal of subscribers, and then we'll move from there.
And then tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend.
And all that, and just keep it going.
For real. And if you have to, just copy the link, put in a text message, and say, "Yo, Michelle, watch this video."
Accurate.
And
Accurate.
she'll probably watch it and say, "You know what? That Miller dude, that's the
Well,
coolest
we can
dude
stop right there.
ever."
We can stop there. You was doing good too.
But I'm trying to make this
Your
seem
unrealistic
as,
hypotheticals.
No, I'm trying to make this seem as realistic as it is. And I really think that Michelle would be like, "Oh, that Miller dude is a real, like that's the coolest dude ever. I need to hear more of him."
Right.
And that girl Q, she's alright, she's there.
Alright, okay.
I
mean, come on.
You don't think the Q, come on now. You don't think
Well, apparently I don't talk enough, so Michelle might say that.
There you go. See, Michelle talking enough.
Because everybody, all my friends and people that are watching are like, "You don't talk enough. You talk way too much to not talk as much as you should be in the podcast." Which I thought I talked a lot. I thought people at work and everything, like, I thought I talked a lot. But apparently I don't talk enough on here.
Yeah, she don't talk enough on
But
here.
if I, you know how sometimes it's like, if you don't know what you're talking about, just don't say, or like you don't want to sound stupid. Sometimes I know that's the podcast. Like we just be ourselves, but
I don't never sound stupid, and I do a lot of talking.
I mean, just a second ago you said Michelle would be like you're one cool dude, and that wasn't the smartest thing to say.
I know it was a brilliant thing to say, now.
Okay.
Because it was accurate, and y'all know me, always accurate, just like a crisp, clear, refreshing, tasty, clear bottle of water. Man, clear bottle of water is so good. You gotta look at it when you finish drinking it. Y'all, all I'm trying to say is, if you thirsty, and I don't mean like thirsty out there, want somebody and you trying to go get them and you sending pictures of like your butt and saying, "I think I'm gaining weight," but only showing your butt, showing it a thirst, what they call them?
Thirst traps.
Thirst traps. I ain't mean it like that. If you thirsty like that, clear bottle of water ain't gonna help you. It's gonna replenish you, but it ain't gonna help you, right? But if you're thirsty, y'all see how it's hot, y'all. It's been hot in Florida.
Bruh, like it been like disrespectfully
for
hot.
real,
Like
every day. 94 feel like 107. 93 feel like 100 and 400. Like the heck, like man, it's burning out here. And all I can say is, when I'm burning up like that, I reach over, grab me a good tasting, crisp taste. When you taste this, it's that crisp taste in there. Like when you, like, man.
Sir, where do you buy such amazing water? May I ask?
That's the thing. I don't buy it.
Oh.
It gets sent to me.
Who sends it to you?
The
May I
clear
ask?
bottle of water people.
And where are they based out of, may I ask?
I don't know. I just drink the water. Look, man.
Alright, so you could be drinking poison.
Any bottle of water, you can be drinking poison. All I'm saying is, clear bottle of water.
Oh my God.
If you're thirsty, drink it.
And then,
If you're not, drink it, because water is good for you, especially this water.
first of all, don't be throwing the bottle down.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you just dropped the
Put it
mic.
there.
Because you did drop a mic. So.
All I'm saying is I made it work. You know what I'm saying? Let it do what it do, man.
I digress.
Just make it do what it do. Clear bottle of water. But before we get into the subjects, today at work, y'all, this young lady, she was gone. I was there. I was doing something. I got trapped at work for another 30 minutes longer than what I was supposed to be.
Being
But-
friendly? Or
Yeah, but it was a Q&A type thing going on, right? And one of my coworkers, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she wants to say her name, but one of my coworkers, she's short, about this short, Mexican, long hair. If y'all work with us, y'all know what I'm talking about. Sits like right behind me. But yeah.
used to be nice, but now she mean? And they say it's my fault? Or sitting by us?
Yeah.
That, okay.
All right, so our manager Deshaun, because we said his name before, so we can continue to say his name. our manager Deshaun was like, he said something, and then he was like, he was like, yeah, he was asking me about cutting hair, right? And he was like, Miller, do you have your clippers in the car? And I'm like, no, why would I have my clippers in the car? And he said, you seem like somebody who had their clippers in the car. And I'm like, bruh, why would I have my clippers in the car? Look at my
I
head.
agree, though. That's the thing. I really feel like you would have them.
And he was like, I mean, before that, you probably just kept them in the car, and you probably still do. And I'm like, no, Deshaun, I don't. But why? He said, because I wanna cut hair. And I'm like, you want to cut hair? What do you mean, like cut your hair? Like, no, I want to cut hair. Like, I want to go around and give haircuts, so I want to learn how to cut hair.
So like the needy, like that type of deal?
I didn't get
Because that's
that.
the only way I could see him doing it.
I was gonna get deep into it,
Okay.
but he said, you used to cut hair, right? And I'm like, yeah, I used to cut hair. And he was like, in prison, right? And I'm like, yeah, Deshaun, in prison. I used to cut hair in prison. He's like, no, you did. You used to cut hair in prison. Like that. So then our co-worker sitting behind me, she turned around and was like, please tell me he's playing. You used to cut hair in prison? And he was like, why would I lie? You know I'm not going to lie. Why would I lie about something like that? He used to cut hair in prison. I said, he's not lying, but it was not prison. It was jail. And she was like, why did you go to jail?
Oh, God.
So it turns to a Q&A. Yeah, so then my other coworker that sits to the right of me, because you sit to the left. Yeah, so the coworker that sits to the right of me,
You talking about portable fan?
yeah, so she started asking questions. So it went there, and then Emily, what you call her?
Emmy.
Emily.
Emmeline.
There you go. Emmy.
Neither one of those is her real name. That's why he messing it up.
Yeah. So Emmy went, and she was joining in. So they're like, what? So I was telling them the whole story about how I end up going to jail.
Don't you already know?
For 11 months. I think she knew part of it, but not all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, how I ended up standing there for 11 months and how I got out and all the other stuff. Y'all, a miracle happened while I was in jail. I'll tell y'all that one day, but not today. But, yeah, so, that's what we're going to do, y'all. First poll of the day. Going to be right up here over Q head. If y'all want Miller to tell y'all the story about him.
Miracle in jail.
Yeah, my miracle in jail. And it's a real miracle, y'all. It's not no BS. Just right here. No, hold on. Right here. All right. That card that's right there. Click it. There's going to be a poll there. That poll that's right there. Click that poll. Tell me yes or no if you want to hear it. That's it. Bam. We got you. Boom. So, yeah. So I was telling them that story. I got trapped at work for an extra 30 minutes. Didn't even realize it because I was just talking and I was like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to go. And they're like, wait, hold on, but. And then I'm like, and it turned into, yeah. So it turned into that. Then I looked, I said, oh man, it's 6:28. I got to go. So yeah, and I stuck at work doing that, y'all. And that. But with that being said, I don't know if y'all noticed, but your boy been keeping his hair nice and down, so y'all haven't seen with the hat for a minute. Feel me? I've been keeping it down.
Yeah, you've been keeping it down. Thank you for that.
And the reason why is because before it was a hassle. I was using the Gillette four blades and everything. Like you should be. It says it guarantees you can use each one of them 4 times, and they have 4 blades on it, and it has like the little gel and everything. When you're going, when it's wet, it gets all nice and smooth, and it keeps your hair from getting into it. And they work well. The only thing about it is, it takes so much time shaving your head. Nobody told me this before I started shaving my head.
But that's kind of like duh.
So it takes time shaving your head, y'all. So even though the Gillette razors work and they was doing their job, and I would highly recommend them. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link for them down below so I can see exactly the ones I was using because they do work well. It's just that it's time consuming. Mm-hmm. So what I did was my brother wanted to try going bald, and he went bald, and he bought some electrical balding shaving thingies, whatever, electrical razor, right? And I was like, yo, you ain't going bald no more. Let me get that thing to try. So I gave it a try, y'all. I done used it 3 times already because I just wanted to get a real feel for it, just before I can say anything to y'all about it, just to let y'all know. But got a real good feel for it and everything, and it works well.
Real good.
Yeah, like real good. Like y'all, I cut the time in half, y'all. I'm in that thing like.
Oh wow.
You know, you got to go and like make sure you get all the little stuff you missed. But I cut it in, like it's in the third of a time now.
That's
like the time, yeah. Like so now I get up in the morning, I'll like be brushing my teeth or something, and I'll go touch my hair. So I feel the little something coming up, and then I just get them, turn them on, and so they work real good, y'all. They work real good. I will make sure I put the link down below and everything so I can go to it. Y'all will be able to find it on Amazon. They have it on Amazon. You can find it. It don't cost that much, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know.
I'll tell you now.
Go ahead. Tell her. She can tell y'all better than I can.
It had to be a good deal if my dog bought it, because he's not going to spend
Especially not no first time.
Yeah, like I don't know how much it costs, but it had to have been inexpensive for him to buy it.
Y'all look.
But like because if the Dollar Tree got it, the dog going straight to the tree. Like
y'all gotta understand with me, especially if it's my first time. I am not trying to spend a lot of money on a first time use anything. If it's something that's expensive that I have, it was given to me or lent to me, and I used it, and I was like, oh man, it's worth the money. Now I can get it. But if I had to go out and say, man, I want to try a new razor, they got an electrical one right there for $250. Nope. They got one over there for $150. Nope. They got one over there for $100. Nope. They got one over here for $50, and they got one over here for $30. I'm gonna go with the 50 because the 30 making me feel like it's just too cheap, it ain't gonna work. But the 50 making me feel like, Miller, this is around your price range, so if it do, if it don't, this is what you get, and you ain't going no higher. This is me splurging, y'all.
This is him holding on to the receipt for dear life.
Exactly, hold on to the receipt because I'm gonna use it, and if it ain't worth its quality, hey, give me back my 50. So, yeah, I'm not. That's just how I am, y'all.
Remember the time you cut your hair and it was like a whole little line that you missed? The dog was at work with a racetrack, like straight.
It wasn't that. No, it was, y'all. Don't listen to her. It was not a racetrack. It was barely noticeable. She didn't even notice. I noticed it because I was rubbing my head and I'm like, I can feel hair right here. So then I'm like, let me see if I can feel it anywhere else. And I'm going like this. And the whole time I'm going, I just feel it. So it was like a real thin line of hair that I guess I missed with the razor. I thought I just went over a little. I just missed that part. Yeah, it was like, it wasn't that much, but it was, if you could see it, but if you touch your head, it was there. Or if I was like, look, and then somebody would probably see it. That's how she was able to see it. I was like, look, don't I got hair right here?
Or was it a thick line down the center? A thick dark line? Don't lie.
How would I miss that and go to work?
I don't. That's what I was trying to figure out, bruh. How you missed that?
Yeah, whatever. Oh, another thing, man, before we get into this. Yesterday, y'all, we finna start an Instagram, y'all. Q's working on that, getting our Instagram up. We gotta get some pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't take pictures like that, so it's gonna be, but she's getting that started, right? But we went into the break room, into the arcade room, they call it, at our job, and they have a karaoke machine there, right? So I wasn't no music on there. So your boy picked up the mic, and you know that comes natural. It's like when your boy picked up the mic, it's like, give me the mic before I take it away, ready to kill, right? And then I was on the thing, like, making it happen, y'all. I was out there killing it. Wasn't I killing it?
What I don't understand, right?
I was on the mic killing it, Q.
How you could be in such a world of delirium all the time.
I wasn't killing it.
Like, in every facet of everything imaginable. Like, you were just like, the level of delirium is like outstanding.
I wasn't killing it, Q.
You were not. Like,
even the dude walked by, he was like,
laughing.
bruh. He was like, bruh, you ain't killing it no more?
Ha 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 ha.
Exactly.
You didn't take you, nobody was taking you seriously.
And I was killing it, y'all.
Come on, man.
I was in there on the mic killing it. Like, yeah, your boy in this thing straight killing it. Flowing on them. Know what I'm talking about?
He
Walk
said
up
killing
on
it
me.
like 15 times.
The name of the song was Killing It.
It wasn't a song. It was
It
nonsense.
was a rap. My bad, y'all. She right. It wasn't a song. It was a rap.
It was none of the
The
above.
name of the rap was Killing It.
It was-
And your boy was in there
It
killing
was
it.
utter ridiculous.
Straight laying down bars. Spitting straight bars. You feel me? Y'all gotta understand. Your boy got so many bars, you can make 100 prisons. Feel me? Know what I'm talking about?
And then he had the unmitigated gall to want to do it again today. You're not going to embarrass me 2 days in a row. You're not going to do it.
I wasn't embarrassing anyone.
You're not
I
going to
was
embarrass me.
killing it.
I refuse to partake.
Feel me? Your boy got so many bars, Hershey's trying to sue me. You feel me? Bars. Boy got bars over here. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
Let me get
Doing
a sip
our
of,
thing. This fresh,
a
clear
sip
bottle.
of, you know what? I got to remember this. Okay, all right. You already know what I'm talking about. I ain't going to go there, though.
But yeah, y'all. So,
What's that? Okay, and real quick, I just want to clarify something from a previous podcast because it was brought to my attention today from the podcast where we were talking about like if someone can date like their like if a dude can date like his brother, somebody else he was dealing with that whole episode. And I just wanted to clarify because somebody came to me today and was like, so Q, you telling me da 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 da. So I was like, in a nutshell, let me clarify what I thought I think it was Big Booty Emmy. That's what I call my dog, Big Booty Emmy. Emmy Booty Light. But she it might have been Shanice. So forgive me because I know both of them watched this. So whichever one of y'all it was, you know who it was. But anyway, what I was saying is it's girl code never to like anyone that your girlfriend, that your friend liked. So if I like someone in 10 years, even if I just liked them from a distance, I never had a conversation with that person, never nothing, just from a distance was like, damn, I really want him. In 10 years, 15 years, Summer can have nothing to do with him. That's that. Like, if I ever was feeling you in a way, if I ever dated you, if I ever did anything, hold on.
yeah.
Then you're off limits. That's just girl code. And I know that's kind of your opinion when it comes to you. But where we differ is I think there's not enough men in the world. So men don't have the right to be putting dibs on nothing, saying can't nobody nothing. Men don't have that option. That is specifically a woman
If it's
thing.
not that many
And
men
that
in the
is all
world,
I have
then
to
we
say. I just wanted to
should be
clarify that.
able to. If it's not that many men in the world, then we should be able to put dibs on stuff.
No,
Because
you
it's not that many
shouldn't.
of us. Hold on, just think about it. Just think about it. If women outweigh men 3-1, right? Then I should be able to put dibs on 2 women that nobody else that I know should be able to touch. Because it's a 3-1 ratio.
But then those 2 women, for instance, what if those one of those 2 women, the only man that she had anything in common with, the only man attainable, the only single man she knew, the only anything was somebody that you was real cool with, that you told them you can't because I already put dibs on
She
it.
got to find another.
No, that's not right.
In the
Because there's
words
not
of
enough
DJ
men. So if a woman
Khaled,
finds a man,
another
she should
one.
have that option. That's
She
that.
got to find another one.
She don't. That's utterly ridiculous, and I don't even think you believe that. And at the end of the day, I think you just say that to be
I've
like
been saying that for
an
years.
unpopular opinion, and that's fine. It's cute or whatever. It's cute, right?
I've been saying that for years, y'all. This ain't nothing new.
But men, in my opinion, men don't have that right. That is specifically a girl thing, girl code. And that's just what it is.
Ooh, I
That's
guess.
it. But men don't have that luxury.
Men do have that luxury, y'all. If the women are outweighing us, we should be able to.
You shouldn't. Then you would be claiming there would be so many people without a man. Or like I said.
How? If I claim 2 of y'all, it's 3-1. I claim 2 of y'all. My homie claimed 2 of y'all. There you go.
But it's not like they
Or
can
if I
always
claim
go
3.
to who they claim.
I claim those
Like,
3. Boom. You can't touch those 3. You gotta find you another 3. It's 3-1 out here. It's more
But
women out here for you to claim.
but
more
everybody is just ultimately going to end up with one person. So those other 2 that you claim, what they gonna do?
What do you mean? If my homeboy's gonna end up with one person, it won't be one of those 2.
But what if that's the only option? Is what I'm saying. Like
That won't be his only option because
OMG.
y'all outweigh us.
OMG. But that doesn't just because you outweigh. My God.
Y'all see my shirt?
Like
Because she's
people
making me
outnumber
go against
people,
my shirt. Y'all.
You know, because you have to find people attractive. There's like stuff. Not. I mean, if you live in Florida, not necessarily. But you have to like.
You go with this Florida
Like,
fashion, y'all.
it's not bashing. But if they live here, they know it's accurate. It's not bashing if it's facts.
Facts.
That's just what
Not
it is.
facts.
So like.
Affleck.
But that's it. I don't want to overshadow our other topics, but I just wanted to clarify that, just so ain't no misconception, ain't no misconstrued information going on. So, first we're going to talk about productive environment, things like that. Like people being in a productive environment, do you think that that's a real thing? Do you think that that's an excuse that people should use? What do you think? And just a heads up, this is probably going to be a Miller heavy response because I've never really thought much about that. Like, yeah, I don't know. So you go ahead. You start that one.
All right. So basically, my opinion on someone being a product of their environment, I agree to it to the point where you can go and say, all right, that's something they're used to type thing, so that's why they do it, or that's something they was brought up around, so that's why they do it. But I don't agree to it as to the fact that using that as a reason to try to say why you're doing it and why it shouldn't be held against you. Like when people go and say, oh, the reason why I talk like this and move like this because that's how it is where I'm from. But then when you go to work, just that like bruh, you telling me because of where you from you can't not do that at work? Mm-hmm. Don't try to use because of where you was brought up at, where you was raised at, to try to justify why you're doing something that doesn't make sense in places that is not. You can't tell me if I was brought up in other words, basically what they're trying to say when they use that excuse is that if I was brought up in the hood and you took me out the hood would still be in me no matter what, so I have to show it. You feel me? And I don't agree with that because if that was anywhere true, then my whole family would be a bunch of thugs, drug dealers, killers, and junk like that because of the environment that we grew up in. Mm-hmm. And I'm a product of my environment. I grew up in some of the worst neighborhoods. I grew up in some of seeing some of the worst things. I grew up where I seen a drug dealer on each corner. I grew up where I seen a man beating his woman. I grew up seeing my dad beating my mom. I grew up seeing my mom and dad on drugs. I grew up seeing things like that. Like it's and it's not there. You feel me? Like my mom had 7 kids, right? 5 of us grew up in that negative environment, right? And the 5 that grew up in there, my brother, it's not because of that environment that he was brought up in. It wasn't that he was brought up in based on environment type stuff. It was more of him wanting to hang with certain people when he moved to a different environment and start acting a certain way. But the rest of us, we was like, okay, this because all that's happening around and that's all we seeing. We know that it's something better and more out there. We don't want this. We want to do something more. Mm-hmm. So the problem with my environment jump, why didn't it affect us? And I know it's other people out there that why didn't it affect? But so many people try to use it as an scapegoat or why they do stuff or why they say stuff. And I just think that it's like, that's just stupid. And it's the bad part about it is it's mostly us that do that. Mm-hmm. It's mostly us that say that.
Yeah.
And it's so great. Oh, they just a product of their environment, or he's just a product of his environment, she's just a product or I'm just a product of my environment. It's like, no, that's an excuse. Y'all, that's a crutch. Like, get
do
rid
you
of that
think
crowd.
that there's like circumstances where that might be definitely accurate when in a negative way? Like, for instance, if someone grew up in like terrible conditions, you know what I'm saying, like extreme poverty, seeing, just like really, really bad conditions or whatever. And even as they grew up, they were trying to make good decisions. They were doing everything, but they just kept getting knocked down. And like not able to get a job or be able to secure a job or finding themselves in situations where just like their luck, just nothing was working out. So they had to resort to doing things that weren't necessarily good, but it was things that they were familiar with because that's what they grew up around. What do you think about that? Like, they're like, well, nothing else is working for me, so I'm gonna sell drugs because I gotta get money, I gotta provide for family if that's the case or something, because that's what they know. So they're like, I gotta do something. Do you think in that aspect that's like a crutch or anything like that?
No, all right. So I still wouldn't. My bad, y'all. Let me change my shit around. I still wouldn't consider that being as a product of my environment. I consider that as being like survival. You feel me? Like when it's all said and done, if push comes and shove, and my kids got to eat, and I have to sell your mama some crack, guess what? Crackhead Miss Joe, or whatever her name is, she's gonna be a crackhead. I'm sorry to say, y'all, if it comes to that. So it has nothing to do with my environment when it comes to that. It just comes to the fact that, this is a last resort for me. This is the last thing I can do. So I can't say, since I grew up around people selling drugs, that I'm gonna do it. Because of what about all the rich white folks that sells it and do it and got rich off and do it? They didn't grow up in these type of neighborhoods that it's not all they seen. They seen drugs and seen it was a way of making money and boom, and did it. So you can't go say, well, they're a part of their environment. No, they grew up in a nice neighborhood or something. They just dealing the drugs just the same way we are.
So you don't think that product, because I know that you say you felt like you were a product of your environment. So like, so it's possible to be a product of your environment.
Yes, but so everybody, no matter which way it is a product of their environment.
Exactly.
Right? Good or bad, you're a product of your environment. Because you learn the things you know and the things you do from the things around you. We learn from things around. Yes, we learn from books and school and stuff like that. But most of the stuff you learn from experiencing it.
Right.
Right. So of course you are a product of your environment. Now, using that as a crutch to hide the negative stuff you're doing behind, to try to justify the negative stuff you're doing behind by saying, that's the way I grew up. That's the way it was. That's the way it is. Where I was living, where I grew up at, that's how it was. If somebody got out of line, you punch them in their mouth. That's how it was where I lived at. Da-da-da-da. But now you're in corporate building working for Lighthouse 6 doing electronic work for people, and Mr. Michael come over and say, yo, rah-rah, you acting crazy, like, you need, like, rah-rah, you need to make sure you get this stuff done. You ain't getting it done right. We need it done by this time. And then punch him in his mouth. Because where I'm from, that's how it is. But you ain't there.
Yeah.
You ain't there, so you're going to try to tell me, that's what it is. That's how it is. My brother, somebody get out of line with me, you punch them in their mouth. But you ain't there. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't use that as something. So that's one thing. But product of your environment is like, we all of that. We're all a product of our environment. Q talked the way she talked because she from the north, Minnesota. So she got that.
How do I talk?
So,
I am not even.
did y'all not just hear that?
I'm not.
Say it again.
How I talk.
And I talk the way I talk. When I say all these little country words, and when I say corner and number and all that stuff there, that's because of where I grew up at, and the people I grew around, that's the way they talk. That's the way they say things. So, here it is.
But some stuff is like ingrained, like in your minds. They might not even intentionally, like, how they react. Like, I get it, like, you gotta have self-control, like, stuff like that. But there's some stuff that you're just used to doing things that way.
Yeah, but you still can't use that. Like where I'm from, if somebody get out of line, you run up in their house, shoot them in the head. And then, yo, buddy skipped me at work today when we was, like, going into the meeting room. So I went and got my gun and shot him in the head. Because you don't try me. Because where I'm from, shooting in there, and they, like, bruh, really? So now you finna go to jail because where you from, this is how you would have handled it. So now you somewhere else. It's because of where you from. That's the reason why you did what you did. That's stupidity. That's what that is. This is probably, we use part of our environment like so much and I hate when other races and cultures and other black people who did not grow up in those type of situations use it when describing us, black people.
Yeah.
Or Hispanic people or whoever. I just don't like when another race, no matter who it is, if it's a black person saying, oh, that white person, oh, that's a part of their environment. I don't like that, because the reason is because now you're trying to say that everybody that came from that environment act that way, or in your head, when you see somebody from somewhere like that, automatically you thinking they're going to act like that. So now you just put a stereotype on them. Now you just put a bias on them, because now if I go and you see on my resume that I put a resume that I used to live in Naranja, and you go, whoa, Naranja, people in Naranja is this way, this. So now automatically I'm that way because of you think that I'm a product of my environment. I'm a product of Naranja, so I'm finna act like people in Naranja. It's like, and y'all, when I say Naranja, I ain't talking about oranges. It's an actual place, all right? So, just in case, we might have some people out there.
They would be like Naranja, or however they say it. That's how the GPS say it when you.
Yeah.
Like Naranja.
So I'm saying it. So what I'm saying. So I dislike when people who didn't come up from that area try to oppose that on somebody. Like you hear in the news, like people in the news and oh, well, you understand? It's just a product of their environment, and this isn't like, bruh. What is my environment? Please come tell me what my environment was like, what it was like, so I can understand, so I can say, huh, you know what? You're right. You're so right. That is what my environment is, and I am acting this way because of that. But if you don't know, you can't. I hate when people do that, like, bro, because that now that's making me. Because now, right now, by you saying that, that means that's me.
Yeah.
That mean that's me because I grew up in those type of neighborhoods. So that mean that's me. And it's like, no, hey, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. So I do believe that you can be a product of your environment.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe in the fact that should be used as an excuse of why you behave a certain way.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's what it is. And I think a lot of us use it as a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us use it as a rational reason
Mm-hmm.
to be and act a certain way.
Yeah.
Because we feel as though like this is how it was or this is how it is in my hood. So to show people that I'm from my hood, I'm gonna continue to act this way. So then when my little brother or sister who's smart as hell, but they just live in that hood, is ready to come up and go to this nice school or nice whatever, and they say, Naranja. Straight A student, real smart, but Naranja, heard about that place. And then they go and say, Susie, Pinecrest, a C student. Come on, Susie, let's go ahead because we ain't finna deal with all that crap that happens from Naranja with this kid. So it's like, that's the jump, man. Like, you can be a product of your environment, man, but every product don't have to be as bad as the environment. I done got a lot of good mangoes out of some bad neighborhoods, y'all. All I'm saying is some good, sweet, juicy mangoes. Take them things right out the tree, bite the skin off, and then just like,
Oh, like a crackhead.
You gotta treat mangoes like that,
you
man.
know.
My bad, y'all. We going to this next subject?
Yeah. Interracial dating.
Interracial dating.
Something I have no
Yeah.
familiarity.
She already said in the beginning. She
I said I'm passionate about it.
This.
Because I can be very opinionated. That doesn't mean I'm familiar.
We talking about the interracial
Okay,
bio
don't.
tree over here.
Don't do that. Don't do that. People think because I'm from Minnesota that like every boyfriend I've ever had was white, and that's highly inaccurate. Most of my boyfriends have been black. Why would I lie? If all of them were white, then I would say that, but that's not the case. But I have had like 3 white boyfriends.
In your adult life, most of your boyfriends?
No, in my life.
It's like in your adult life,
My life.
Your boyfriends. In your adult
You're the one that
life,
exaggerates the truth.
In your adult life.
In my adult life.
Have most of your boyfriends been black or white?
Most of my boyfriends have been black. In my
your
adult life. Okay, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth like the answer's gonna change. If it was white, I would say it. I wouldn't be ashamed.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be ashamed of somebody that was my boyfriend.
I just thought you maybe trying to count the ones in high school or something, and since they were black then, and you were like,
No, I didn't even have a white boyfriend until
That's what I'm saying.
after college. Like, yeah, like I dated.
Oh, I was gonna say, come on.
But like boyfriend.
But this is interracial dating.
But even dating, black guys have outnumbered white guys.
Okay, I guess.
This is facts. In Minneapolis, I never had a white boyfriend. I had one. I take that back. I had one in Minneapolis. But like all the other ones were where I went to school at, and I still lived there afterwards. So like, yeah.
Gotcha.
Which was a town. It wasn't. I went to school in a town, not a city. So if it was a town, that's where the whiteness is gonna happen at.
Yeah, I got you.
But anyways, in regards to interracial dating, I am pro interracial dating. I think it can be like. Now I'm against it though, because I do know some people. Well, I'm against it when people do it specifically, like to have like mixed babies, things like that. Like I think that's retarded.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
But or not retarded. Jesus Lord.
But it's stupid.
It's
though,
stupid.
I hear people do it.
They're like,
that's crazy.
Just like for that, I think it doesn't make any sense.
I really dislike when a female of any race be like, oh, me and such a guy, man, we gonna have like the pretty little baby because it's gonna be a little black and a little white, or a little Spanish and a little this, or a little or a little native and a little this, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
What? Hey, get out of here with that. Because that's the reason why. oh, forget the fact that that's what I'm attracted to. I'm finna make myself attracted
Right,
to that
yeah.
type of person so I can be able to have this misbreed kid out there, so I can be like, yeah, look at my misbreed kid. I mean, I'm black as dirt and daddy is pale as snow, but our baby though.
Why are you black as dirt though? Like,
I'm just saying, cause
it's snow and dirt.
yeah, I'm just saying.
No, but yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's like not how that baby supposed to feel. You gotta think about that part too. Baby, like, I don't look like.
And they don't always turn out cute. Like people, just because people are mixed, it's definitely not.
I don't know now. I don't know.
What?
I don't know now. It's one thing about. Let me tell you so. When it comes to babies and the cuteness of the babies
It's not
and the kids.
PC to say a baby's not cute.
No. I'm just saying. No, this is my
But
thing.
you know you think it when it happens.
No, this is what I'm saying. But preacher kids and mixed kids, no matter what they mix with, no matter who they mix with, unless they like, no, I can't say no matter what they mix with, because some like, I don't mean like American and Haitian or Jamaican and Bahamian. I don't mean like that. But I mean like
black and white,
black and Hispanic, Hispanic and white, things like that. That's what I mean. Native and black, native and white, native things like that. Those type of mixes. No, because a lot of the Hispanics and whites don't, so they don't even count. The Hispanics and whites don't count. They don't mix right to me. They don't mix right. They just either look straight up Hispanic or Cuban, which is Hispanic. It's like, so that's what to me it is.
Yeah.
When a white person and any Hispanic race get together and have a baby, they baby look Cuban to me. Like that child look Cuban. That child either looks Cuban, or it looks, if they was Mexican, look straight up Mexican, or straight up white. And then if they do mix and meet halfway, then they look Cuban. To me, that's what it is. But when you throw like the other races in with others, that's when it's like, that's when the beauty of it. That's when the beauty come out. It's like I don't know.
So you're saying no matter what?
Like it's just preacher daughters and mixed kids, mixed females that has like a black parent, white parent, black parent, native parent, Native American parent, black parent, Hispanic parent, black parent. Like, I don't know, y'all, maybe I'm biased, but when you black makes some beautiful colors, y'all. When you mix it, make some beautiful things.
No matter what?
No matter what, make some beautiful things, y'all.
I mean, I'm not surprised you say it.
Black.
I'm not surprised you said that.
It's like,
you would think that, but you can't tell me. Like, I know that it's not nice to say.
Maybe I ran into one that didn't look that much, and I didn't know that they was mixed. I just thought they were full of that. But from the ones that I knew that was mixed, it's like, man. Like, man.
Huh. That's interesting.
Oh, no. Fuck. Yeah, I am so sorry. She just, like, I was thinking, like, for some reason, the way she just shook her head in a way, like in a way, like I'm disagreeing with him because I know he has seen one before. And then I had to start thinking, I'm like, hold on. I am lying. I have said it before that there is a mixed one somewhere. There's the mixed person that I do know that I didn't find like that was a like that person came out on top. Yeah, didn't come out on top. Yeah, so I'm about to take that back, y'all. Yeah. And one of the parents was black, so I had to take that. So. But the majority of what black
you think every there's beauty in everyone.
Yes, it is beauty in everyone.
But that's a topic for another day.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder,
and
the beholder should be able to see beauty for really what it is and not what it presents. Man.
I'm just saying you should see somebody.
But But when it comes to interracial dating,
yeah.
when it comes to interracial dating, I'm pro interracial dating. I'm pro interracial dating. I'm pro interracial what do you call it when you have kids? Like I'm okay with that, them having kids. But what I am against, what I am, I won't say against, what I'm like, I frown upon a little and everything is when, this might be another subject to talk about, but is when black women date white men and treat that relationship a different way than if they was dating a black man.
How would they treat it different? Because anyway, guy I've ever dated.
So I don't know if you know, but it's a study out there. I heard about it before. I think they mentioned it on radio before too. But there's a thing out there that women, black women, like strong black women, people who known to be like strong, they known to be like ratchet or stuff like that, or outspoken and things like that. With a black man, when they're with a black man, it's all out there. Oh, he don't tell me what to do. Oh, he did. Oh, I do what I want. They all out there. But then when they go and date a white man, it's, oh yes, honey. All right, honey, I got you. Oh yeah, this. It's like they are.
What?
It's like they are a totally different person. It's like they are a totally different person when they're with a different race. But when they're with their own, it's like they got to prove something to us. Like they independent to us. But when they with another race, it's like, oh, I can calm down now. I don't have to prove nothing to him. I don't have to show him that I'm an independent, strong woman because this white man gonna take care of me. This Native American gonna take care of me. This Hispanic guy gonna take care of me. It's like they calm the F down when they with another race. And I hate that so much because I done seen it. One of my best friends, and I really do hope that she sees this because she know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say your name. One of my best friends when I was younger, she very strong, very outspoken, very everything. And then she started dating this Hispanic dude and let Buddy just run all over her. Then start dating like this white guy. And she was a totally different person. I think she still is. She probably still is. She's like a totally different person.
But I don't think that's a common thing.
No, heck no.
Not
that's very common, Q.
That's
maybe it's coming down here. Down in the South.
That could be
or something. But I don't think it's just a Southern thing because they mentioned it before. I remember either seeing it or
I'm
hearing
familiar
it.
with seeing.
Okay. But it's crazy too. They're totally. And the thing about it is, see, maybe because you grew up with like in a diverse like where it was whites and blacks and they was together and everything like that. But when you grow up where when you growing up, you mostly see only blacks and Hispanics. And if you did see whites, it was like they didn't live where you lived at and things like that. And so it's so then when it did happen, it's like boom. And maybe you didn't have to go and see like the difference. So if you was there, so it's like, oh, the people I know are something, they act the same they was because they don't get that other side. They don't get that raising up without them and then coming into them.
Okay.
And you probably came up with them there. But these girls are coming up without them around. They grow up, they get older, and then they go and now they're there. And it's like totally different person.
That's interesting.
And though that is what I'm against, I am so against that. I hate that.
Well,
like,
I'm against it just because you should be yourself no matter who you're in a relationship with.
Yeah, but they don't.
Not necessarily. That's weird, though. That's really weird to me. Like, I don't. Because the white guys that I have dated, well, I don't know, like they just like me, but they, or even my white friends that have dated, white male friends that have dated black girls, it's because how they are, like, because strong black woman, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, just like the vibe we give off, they were into that. So it's like, man, I'm really attracted to that. I'm attracted to how you carry yourself, everything. So it was no need to change. It's like you saw what you were getting before, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not about to change. Like, and I like one of my white boyfriends, nerd, straight dork, straight nerd, but he was like awesome, and I was just, this was me, like there was no, I didn't change nothing. It's like, you say you like me, so like me, like I don't know, that's weird though.
Yeah, but they change it and then they treat us thing. But the thing about it is, I seen this thing from Minister Louis Farrakhan. If y'all don't know who that is, he's the head of the Nation of Islam. And the Minister Louis Farrakhan was talking about interracial relationships. And he was saying that black people shouldn't really have a problem with it. White people should have a problem with it.
With interracial dating?
With interracial dating. And he said the reason why is because, and this is so true and accurate, he said the reason why is that...
Can I guess? Was it because if a white person and anything else procreate, it's that person is that, so it's kind of like dwindling down the white population?
Yes.
Ah.
So that's what he was saying. So he was like most of the time when a white person has to procreate with any other race, black, Hispanic, Native, whatever, that child comes out looking like that other race.
Right.
Don't look like the white. You can tell that they probably mixed, but they look more like that other race.
Yeah.
And it's even more with blacks.
Yeah.
When they come black, that child look more black than white. Now you might run into some like Drake, stuff like that may come out looking a little, all right, maybe you can pass him for white. Oh, but Drake, as he got older, now he look more black. But people like Logic. Logic is mixed. Nobody in the world can tell you.
Said it.
Yeah, that Logic is mixed. You feel me? So you do run into some that don't. But majority of them come out that other race.
Yeah.
So the great Minister Farrakhan was saying that if anybody should want it to stop, it should be the white people should say, yo, we need to stick to our own and be with our own so we can make sure that we are here. Because if we keep going to these other races, no matter who it is, you go to an Asian person, your baby's gonna look more Asian. You go to a Native American, you're gonna look more Native. You go to Indian, what are they called? People from India, Indians? No, not Indians. They're called.
Yeah, people from Indian.
Oh, okay, so Indian. Yeah, so they'll look more Indian.
Yeah. You
feel me? So, and then you go with black, the baby gonna look more of the black race. So he was saying like they are the ones that should be against it, because the other race is like whatever. The baby gonna come out like us either way. So it's like we can continue to do this. We have no problem with this. It's gonna come out and do it. It's not gonna fade us out. And he was basically saying like, so that's the shit. And that right there to me, and I always thought that like the baby always look like the other like that other race that's not white, that other non-white race.
Yeah.
And when it comes to black, it seems like the child always look black, no matter who they're with.
Yeah.
Like it's like the child always look black most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Cause like I said with Logic right there would keep me from saying all the time right off the bat. But all I'm saying is, so it's like I have no problem with it. Now, can I say this? I have a problem with interracial porns. When the man is white and the female is black. Big problem. When the man is white and the female is Hispanic. Big problem. When the man is white and the female is Asian. Big problem. But mostly black. But I have a problem when anytime it's interracial and the man is white and the other race is a different race. I have a big problem with that. And the reason why is I don't even look at them. If I look at a porn with a white male, the female must be white, or I'm not looking at it.
But why?
Because some of the things they do in the porns, like I don't know if y'all know this. I don't know if y'all know if y'all look at porns. But when a white man in a porn, he's so aggressive. and then he's so aggressive. He do like some of the jumping, like whoa, dang, like that.
Yeah.
Like she can be getting him head, and he pull it out and slap him in the face with it, and then say, "Bitch, take this,"
Yeah.
like that, and jump and all that there. And it's like for some reason, white men in porn like always degrade the women in their porn.
Even when they're white though.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But that's their own. So if you want to do your own like that, go ahead. But then when you see the black man doing it, even when the black man even if the black man like pull this thing out and skeet all in her face, like yeah, take that. But he's gentle with her. He's nice with her. He's like, yeah, girl, take all that.
There's no nice ways.
Yeah, he's like cool, laid back. He's like cool, laid back. Like, yeah, girl, get all that nut on your face. Yeah, that one I'm talking about. Lick it up, baby girl. And then the white man, he like, yeah, bitch, get it off. Yeah, suck that cock. Yeah, it's like, bruh. So when I see them, it's like I don't even want to see it.
Yeah.
I really have a problem with it because first of all, I hate to see women being degraded unless you're getting sperm on your face by me. Go ahead. But what I mean is, I just hate to see. I know that's their profession. So when they're doing it to me in my head, they're not being degraded because that's their profession.
And they knew that was.
And they knew that was happening. Yeah. And they agreed that, so they're technically not being degraded. But when it's just the way, and this may be just me, but it's just the way the white man is in those situations that he is out of control with this, and it's like, bruh, why? So if it's not white on white in a porn, I'm not watching it. I'll watch a black man knock a white woman down any day, and in my head, I'm thinking that she's like, shit, I ain't never had nothing like this before. I think it's an upgrade when a black man knocked down a white woman, but when a white man knocked down a black woman, it's like, wow, you really gonna let him treat you like that, and he got that little ass dick? That's how it is with me in my head. That's how I am in my head. So
not all white guys have little penises.
Why let Buddy treat you like that and he got that? No. And then that's another thing that I don't like watching the white dudes. Y'all, this is all subject here. But the reason I don't like watching white dudes in porns most of the time, especially when they with other race, because I just look at them and I be like, bruh, I have not yet found one of y'all that didn't have a surgically done penis.
First of all,
that is big as mine.
Oh my God!
Like you gotta be bigger than me for me to be like.
You can't possibly be serious. First of all, just if it's big, that doesn't mean that they had it surgically enhanced. There are big.
Oh no. Well, I haven't seen. No. Now there has been pornos that I did. I'm not gonna lie. I seen a white man with a big size penis compared to other white men. But I'm talking about those white men with the mandingos.
I don't think I ever seen that.
You ain't gonna never go to the Mandingo tribe and find a white man there. So why did this white man have a Mandingo?
Because maybe his ancestors going back.
No. They get surgery. Like the ones that have the real big ones. Yeah. Like the horse penises that they like throw it over their shoulder and they were like, boom, hit the girl with it, knock her out, and they were like, well, would this be rape if we do something with her? Like, well, she gave consent before you hit her with that big ass sledgehammer. But it's like that. So all I'm saying is like no. But what I'm saying is just I'm like that with black men too. If I see a porn and the black dude has an average thing or something smaller than mine, I'm mad. I'm like, dang, and she had a fat ass, but I'm changing this one. So I don't want to see this. But like, bruh, you ain't doing nothing I can't do, and I can do way more than what you doing because your gun has nothing to do with my AK-47. Like your hand pistol ain't killing nothing. You gonna walk in there and you gonna shoot 9 people, and I'm gonna walk in there and I'm killing the whole movie theater. I don't want to see this. It's like going to an action movie. You go to an action movie and you see somebody walk in and they got a gun. They like pow 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 pow. You're like, bruh, unless you're John Wick, get the heck out of here. When I go to Asheville, I want to sit in there and come in there. 10 jump up, bazooka, killing jump. That's what I want to see. And that's how the porn is when I see a dude with a smaller penis than mine or an average size penis. I'm thinking he just going in there like like he's the last samurai. Y'all ever seen the movie Last Samurai? You ever seen the movie Last Samurai? Where of course you didn't. Duh. What's the dude name? Pretty boy, white dude. All the females like him.
Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, George Clooney.
Is it Brad Pitt in that movie?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say Brad Pitt. I think it's Brad Pitt.
People's taste in
but I don't know. But it's the last. Y'all look at the movie Last Samurai. I forget who it is. If I can find a picture, I'll post it right here. But in that movie, basically, they're samurais and they go around. Samurais fight with swords and they believe in honor. And then the Chinese government has they start making gunpowder and stuff. Start making guns. And they got the Gatling gun and all that stuff. And they was like shooting everybody, but the samurais are still going in with their swords, and they're like, we not fit to change to that type of weapon. That's not honorable. You should fight a man straight up and slice his head off. Don't shoot me from far away. So they were going, they were just like mowing down everybody with the guns and the Gatling gun, like killing everybody and everything. And that's how a porno is. When I see an average size or a smaller or
you
something,
sound so incredibly
that's what
full
I
of
see.
yourself. Like
that
maybe
man
you
ran
should
in
be
there with
doing
the
porn
sword.
instead of working
Like the
where
man
we
ran
work.
in there with the
Is how
sword
you
and like
sound.
and then they were like. I want to see that.
Jesus.
Of course, that gun gonna win. But I don't have no problem. I never dated outside my race. I hunched outside my race, but I never dated outside my race. And it's not because I chose not to. It's because when here in Miami, talking to a white girl, for me, was like impossible. Like white girls just didn't give me no play. Like they were like, you don't see that I'm white? You're black. What are you talking about? Like crowd, like that's how in my head it was played out. Mm-hmm. So like, hey girl, what's up? Be nice to the black guy, but walk away. And then I went to Mississippi, up there, and I was in school. And then every time I be on Ole Miss campus, white girls was like, oh shoot, hey, like whoa, is it really this easy? So I'm like, man, I like this college, So it was like that. So, but I never dated one, and because I lived here all my life, and they never just gave me the chance. And then I'm so big on when it comes to me being racist. Y'all, please don't take this as me being racist. But when it comes to relationships with me and females, I feel as though that black man has so much of a bad rap and a bad reputation when it comes to them dating black women, that I am a good man, and I think that a black woman deserves a good black man. So I would not go knowing that I am a good black man, and there's a lot of women out there that wants a good black man. I don't feel comfortable going and being with someone outside of my race, taken away from them. Cause it's like, all the good black men are either gay, that's what they say, they either gay, they married, or they with a white girl, right? And it's crazy that they say that, but when you look at it, it seems like it's like that. It's not like that, but it seems like it's like that. So I feel as though that I can help tilt the scale a little to saying, oh man, look at that, those two black couples, and he beating her ass every day. He walking around being all thuggish, and he ain't acting stupid and junk like that. So I just feel as though that I should be able to give a good black man to a black woman. Hopefully a good black woman, but to a black woman. You feel me? I should as though like I should be able to show them. Like I feel as though like, yo, I'm one of the good ones. I want to show them that there are some of us out here, some good ones out here, and there's probably a lot more than what you can imagine. But if you ain't giving it a chance, and now black men don't do nothing but beat us up.
I be wondering that because I have like some of my black guy friends in Minnesota. A lot of them are in relationships with white girls, and sometimes I be wondering like, did they ever even try? Because I know like a lot of pretty black girls like up there, like a lot of, and it's just like that they were friends with, that they knew. So it's like, did they even try to see if that, like, you passed over this gorgeous black girl for this, I mean, no offense, mediocre white girl? Like, what was it about? Like, did you even try to stick with, you know, like, I don't know. I think that sometimes
the gorgeous black girl was too good to get her hair pulled because she just got it done, and the white girl was
but
like,
black,
put it
so,
in my hair,
don't say
I'll
that.
wash it tomorrow.
Don't say that. Like, because that's not true. That's not true. Not every black girl is like. So you're saying that's how black girls are?
I'm just
like
saying
if I'm friends with a black guy and next thing you know he dating a white girl, it's because you must be doing something off-putting to him.
No, I'm just saying that the white girl is more open to different things.
That's not true. But what
if he
never gave her a try? That's what I'm saying.
And maybe because of the other black girls, they're like, man, look, man, I've been trying to bust in this black girl's mouth for like 20 years, and then I get the first white one, and she's like, if you want to try it, okay, you're my man.
Well, why would you? That doesn't make sense. That's stupid. Like, who would base a relationship on, oh, you gonna let me bust in your mouth? Oh, you wifey. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I don't think that I would do, but I'm sure if I was in love with someone, I'd probably consider it. Like, I ain't never thought I'd do nothing like that, but I really do love you, so that we can at least try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. But if you just take it as like me, like you suggested something, and my first response is, that don't let that be nah, this ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know now, Becky ain't give me that look. Becky was like, okay. Becky was like, well, if you want to
that would, but then that would make me think how many people Becky then said okay to. That's where I would go with that.
Hey, man,
I would want to conquer. I'd be like, oh, she ain't never had that. I bet I get her to do it. Like, that would be how I would think.
I feel you.
I don't know, but I always wonder that. Like, when I be seeing like their little Facebook relationship status, and some of like good dudes, like attractive dudes, and I be like, what are you doing? Like, did you even try? There was one of my last night on Facebook. Matter of fact, a black dude in the town I went to college. He put up something like, you know, saying how much he like loved his girl yesterday, and she was a white girl, and I was looking. Granted, all the pictures were like filters, but they were cute little filter pictures. But I was like, hopefully she's pretty in real life too. But you know how that goes. So how was, you know, my opinion on that? So I was just like, her pictures are cute. I was like, so maybe when he saw her, he was like, no, but she cute. Like, she white, but she's gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my shot, and that worked out. But I'd be wondering, like, his last relationship that I saw him like years ago, I remember seeing. I'm like, oh, that was a white girl. The other one was a white girl. I think his baby mama's a white girl. I'm like, does he ever try? Like, has he ever tried to be like, let me see what Keisha talking about? You know, yeah. like I don't know. Like, maybe we ain't cool enough for me to ask him. I don't think I could be like, hey, yo, you ever tried to date her? Maybe we are. I don't think he'd get offended by it, but I wouldn't ask him because I don't care that much. But I do wonder, like, did he even? But I chucked it up and I was like, but the girl is cute. I was like, I liked the pictures. They were filtered, but I still liked it because he talked about how much he was loving her, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and like the picture. but you know, like, I don't know. I just be like wondering that. I don't know. And all my black girlfriends that have dated white guys, there's not very many. There's maybe like 3 people that I can think of off the side of my head that have white boyfriends. But they have had black boyfriends. I know for a fact that they've dated. They just happened upon a white guy and was like, for now, shit's working out, and that's who they're with. So, I don't know, but the black guys, I can't really say that.
Yeah, it's just,
I know there's some white girls out there that just don't want to date white guys. Just don't. Yeah. Like the girl at Ole Miss. Crazy all the time.
Yeah, like the girl at Ole Miss. She did not want to date white guys.
The white girl didn't want to date white guys.
Not want to. She was like, no, I'm telling Miller, I don't like white guys. I don't want to date white. I don't never want to date. I see her on Facebook like her boyfriend. She was like, yay, happy anniversary. It was her boyfriend, like I did whatever. And I was like, I had to see where he at. I'm waiting, and I finally said, I'm like, wait, when you was in college,
Oh, he white?
Yeah, he was white. I'm like, what? When you was in college, you didn't. You like despise white people, but it's like she didn't like him. She used to like my dad always like try to force me to date white people, and this is that. I just can't stand it because they all think that they're privileged and blah blah blah. She just didn't like it. She didn't like how they act. They act too cocky. This and that. They was too stiff for her. Blah blah and things like that. So I know that there's white girls out there that just don't want to date white men, just like there's black girls out there that just don't want to date black men. Like the girl that I speak to at work from Benefits, the skinny, dark skinned one.
Mm-hmm.
That right there I don't understand. That girl is dark as dark, but she will not date no one. She will not date black. Only Hispanic and white. That's all she would date.
But it could be something with her, like maybe because she's so dark, maybe she had like a traumatic childhood. So she's like, if I have another kid, or a kid, I don't know if she has any at all, but if she's like, if I have a kid, I don't want a dark ass daughter to have to go through what I went through. Because some people,
you're right.
So she's probably one of them people that's like doing it for purposes of when she has kids and all that. So that could be it.
That's like her. When I say, I'm like, she's so black.
Or she probably just genuinely isn't attracted to black guys.
Yeah, that's
like,
you
can't make yourself
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It just I know it's people out there that's like that. They just like, nah, I'm not attracted to them. No, I don't want it. Like I don't know. I just feel as though like I'm attracted to all races. It's just that when it's said and done, when it's all said and done, I'm gonna be with a black female. I just feel as though that I owed it to black women to get them a good black man. So when it's all said and done, believe it. But it's just like that. Like, but I like I just have weird preferences with when it comes to.
So anyway,
she'll agree with it, y'all. But
yeah, so interracial dating is fine.
I have weird preferences.
You said good?
Preference. That's how weird.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, interracial dating.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I have no problem. I don't have no problem. Only when it comes to porn, I don't have no problem with interracial dating. It's the only time. Other than that, interracial, I don't know. Like sometimes I be like, why? Sometimes I see black girls with white dudes or black dudes with white females, and I be like, why? Because sometimes I look at the dude that they're with, like as a black girl and a white dude, and I look at the dude like, why? Like she can be like, she can have like a fat ass or something, and this and that, and then this dude is like a peon, and you're like, why? Like he don't know what to do with that ass girl, why?
But just like you say, it could be her personality, his personality. Maybe his personality is beautiful.
It can be. It's just, but I still ask that question. I just be
and
like,
it's blowing
why?
Everything else on the water.
Like, I seen this dude with this white girl. She was like the skinny, nerdy looking white girl. Didn't look that good. Didn't have a body and everything. And they all like hugged up and everything. I'm like, why? Like if you was gonna get you a white girl, it's a bunch of bad white girls out there. Like a bunch of good looking white girls. Why would you choose that one?
Maybe
if I'm finna go away from black and go to white, bruh, I'm not finna go get a raggedy white girl. No. I'm gonna get me like, no, she got a nice one.
But what if it was a situation and she like was the only one held him down? Like it might be a story. That's what I tell myself when I be seeing couples and I be like, what? I be like, maybe she ain't got no gag reflex.
Yeah, but then that's the same thing you just asked me. Why would somebody stay with somebody because of something sexual or something like that?
No, that's different. Staying with somebody, that's like you miserable, but you're staying with somebody for nothing else. In this situation, ain't nobody miserable. He just really liked the fact that she ain't got no gag reflex. He's like, I ain't never fucked a bitch ain't got no
And he
gas.
just
We
really
went-
liked the fact that she really liked the fact that she'll swallow and the black girl wouldn't. But like I said earlier, it could be that because she's willing to swallow and she's not.
But there are black girls that swallow. I know
Yeah.
this for a fact that there
All
are.
I'm saying is that it. You have to understand. Nowadays, we don't think like that no more. But just probably about, what's it, 10? About 10 years ago, we were still on that black women don't do that.
You right.
So that's the type of jump we was on. So it was like, hey, so that's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. But it just made
And
me
with all the online dating and party lines and all that, there's no way you can't sort out to find. Like if you were like, I really want a black girl, but I'm having a hard time. Guarantee you put something out on something, advertise yourself, make an account, advertise yourself. You gonna find somebody.
Yeah, that's true because it's like, I don't know, like same thing like with and it's the same thing with white girls. I hate when I see a real nice white girl keep herself over there and then she get the trashiest, bummiest black dude.
Yeah.
Like, why are you why? Why? This is what you're gonna take home to your mom and dad.
Yeah.
They already got a bad view of us.
I
And
feel
then you gonna get the worst of us.
I had a white friend. I was a white girlfriend.
It's like, why would you
And
get
she
these
started dating this
trashy-
black guy, and he was like the worst. And her parents, she already said that her parents didn't really like black people, and that was who she picked. And I used to be like, bruh, like why would you do that?
Why would you get the dude? Or they want to go get the dude that's always in and out of jail,
Yeah.
or the dude is always beating on them or treating them bad.
Yeah,
They're like,
that's
girl,
him.
you
That was him.
like
That was him.
girl, you was so pretty. Why are you?
That was him.
Why? Why is a lot of black dudes out here that'll be willing to be with you with no problem and won't give you none of the hassle with that, and they gonna be clean. Like at least if you gonna get somebody that gonna treat you bad, at least let them look decent. But
Maybe
you gonna get the one
they
that
had
don't
that
look
complex
decent.
that you had where they were like, ain't no white girl gonna want me. Like all the nice looking ones were saying that probably. And then the only black dude that like
Went at her.
shot his shot
Was
she
the
was
Bobby
like,
dude.
he black, let me try this out. And that's how that happened.
Yeah, so it's like them jumps get me, on my nerve. I mean, I dislike that more than the white dude black female porno.
Wow.
I dislike
But
that.
that would
more
make
than
sense though.
because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, come on.
Because you know they got their white friends and family that's gonna be like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like she's like he's white. I mean, you're white. He's black. You're into black guys. Be into a good black guy. Don't be into this bummy, trashy dude over here. Like really? And that was another thing that bothered me. When the black dudes do date a white girl, they don't go get a good looking white girl. They get the nasty looking ones, the deformed shaped looking ones, the ones that's like, oh, the white boys didn't want her, so I'll take her. The leftover ones. Nigga, what are you doing? What are you doing? Make this pleasable. Make me think when I look at you like, yeah, they gonna have some nice looking babies. at least do that.
but
for me.
it's like two ugly people make a pretty baby.
Yeah,
they say that.
but sometimes the dude, no homo, but the dude don't be looking that bad. The girl do.
Yeah.
And it seems like
we give a Florida example.
it's
Like
just,
like when one do and one don't.
yeah, it's like I don't know about the Florida example part, but I be seeing that jump. I be like, bruh, that's the white girl you chose. Like nigga, like look at all these other white girls out here that most likely would probably be okay with you talking to them, and then you choose her. You choose what's the little girl name? Betty Boo Boo, the grown up Betty Boo Boo or whatever her name is.
Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo, yeah. You
Wait,
that's what you choose.
Betty Boo Boo.
Yeah, that was her name. I don't think it's something Betty Boo is the thing. Yeah, that thing. No, if you chose Betty Boo, cause keep Betty Boo. But Honey Boo Boo, you choose the grown up version Honey Boo Boo. That's what you choose. Like, come on, get out of here.
No gag reflex.
I don't care. But y'all, let us leave this be. I'm sorry. We went like.
Yeah, that was like a roller coaster of
over there. But when it's all said and done, y'all,
love who you love.
yeah, love who you love, and stop saying because of you from somewhere, you that way.
Yeah.
And stop saying that people are that way because they're from somewhere. Cause like, bruh, I'm from somewhere and I ain't like that. Feel me? I'm from Mars. Y'all don't even know it.
Oh, they know it. Trust me. They don't know nothing else. They know you ain't normal. Facts.
This dude ain't normal. Yeah. This dude ain't normal. No. Alright. Hey y'all, so real talk though. Tell a friend to watch the video. Send them a link. Don't post it on Facebook, y'all. I found out that posting stuff on Facebook just gets you likes on Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I've noticed. I go look at Facebook. Hey, you got 66 people that like this post. You go look on YouTube. Hey, you got 5 views, 2 likes.
Cause they be on the
Because
timeline and
they're
they be like, oh, that's cute, you doing something right?
They're liking your post, but
Yeah.
they're never clicking the video to go to the video and see the video. They're just liking your post. So it's like, so y'all, help us get to that 50. Before we can make it to 100, we gotta make it to 50. Help us get to the 50 subscribers.
Yeah, and if you have a job where you could like listen to podcasts, tell like your friends like just pop in and listen to podcasts while they're working, because that's what a lot of our coworkers do.
Yeah, they listen to
like
podcasts.
while we're working, because like I said, we just email all day. So while they're emailing, they listen to the podcast. So y'all can do that.
Yeah, so get it up and y'all. I don't even know. Oh, so yeah, it just had posted yesterday. I forgot yesterday was Tuesday. Episode 10 got a poll in it. Go check out episode 10. Go through the poll or whatnot, and give us a yes or no on that poll. I believe, what was that poll? I forget what that poll was, episode 10. But it's a poll on there. Go check it out. We'll go through the poll during episode 12. We'll say, hey, let's go over this poll and see what it's what. Alright, so we'll do. But
And if you ain't tried the butter on the toast before you put it in the toast, because people still bringing it up to me on the daily, but ain't nobody tried it yet. Everybody criticizing it, but nobody's tried it. Everybody's like, why would you do? But nobody's tried it. It's very frustrating to defend something that nobody will try. So try it, and then
because nobody don't want a fire hazard, y'all.
It's not a fire. We're not gonna do this. Thanks again for joining us for another episode.
But before we go, y'all, remember, clear bottle of water. If you're thirsty, if it's hot outside, go grab you a clean, clear, crisp, tasting, delicious clear bottle of water.
Where can they get it from?
You can get a clear bottle of water from everywhere clear bottle of water is sold.
Such as?
Stores.
All right. This is why Emmy doesn't deal with you. This is why Emmy is done with everything that you say.
But y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Remember what I call Sam's Savannah? Y'all, hold on. We work with this girl named Samantha. She's not gonna care that I said her name for this story. Her name is Samantha. She's like the most dramatic human that I've ever known in my life. She be hot at work. First of all, everybody else be icicle cold in that building.
I know I was today.
But she be hot. She has this fan that she bought. It like stands up. It's like a handheld fan, but you can extend the bottom. Like, she got it at Walmart. She said for like $10. And you can like you do like this so that it get longer, and then the legs come out. But she walk around with it. She was walking around today. No, she was sitting down at the time, but she had it. And I said something to her because everybody on my team is like the worst people I know. So I was telling them that. And,
wait, hold on, I'm on her team. What is she?
And I was like, why do you have that, Samantha? And it was like the funniest. I'm a comedian, so There's that.
I thought maybe she was.
But everybody was laughing.
I thought she said Samantha because somebody mistakenly said that was her name and she was laughing about it. I didn't catch the fact that she was talking about the fan. Samantha.
Everybody else was dying laughing. It was hilarious. I guess it's one of those you had to be there. It was so funny. It was funny. Funniest thing I said all day. I'm too funny.
So y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Tell a friend so a friend can tell a friend. Let's get us to that 50, then we can get to the 100.
Yes.
We need to get to the 50 before we get to the 100 because some of us can't count, but 50 come before 100. Alright? So let's make it there. And you want to take us out?
I was trying to, but you stopped me. So then I had to tell the Samantha story. But thanks again for joining us for our 11th episode of Making Sense of Nothing.
Yeah, that'll be 11, y'all. 11.
I'm Q.
And this be your boy Miller, aka Miller the One.
Have a wonderful day.
Have a great day. Very great day.
Cause my niggas, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. Wait, hold on, tell me what got into you. Into you. I search around the room like where you? Where you? Rendo step to me, I'm like who you? Who you? And you can say what you wanna say, but I stay on this shit that's every day. Yeah, cause my nigga, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. So tell me, nigga, what got into you? Into you. Into you. Cause my niggas, I stay bulletproof. Bulletproof. Wait, hold on, tell me what got into you. Into you. I search around the room like where you?